look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Falcons going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, that control.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Hundley. And the pressure gets to him again. Zach Brown in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play clock winding down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, that's Marshall, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down. It's Marshall, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
We got 3 down. Hey, fella, we got 3. Let's go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Let's go.
Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They'll set up a throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run here with Freeman, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now back to throw. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he will lose
lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd down, it's Marshall, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Back in that penalty. Here we go. All right, here we go. Detroit. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Back in that penalty. Here we go. Detroit.
This is Marshall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Green, 39. Back in that penalty. Here we go. Over. Gun. Over. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon, hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
No, check, Patriot.
The play clock's running down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go now. Green.
Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Six yards to go here on second down.
Here we go.
Freeman again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zach Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Marshall, and an alley to run. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Marshall. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Back now at FedEx Field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And here's Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle it behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Finding room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one 28 yards on the ground. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2nd down following the run.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. No. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Washington 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. He's back to throw. And that will will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.